Hey guys, Holly here and welcome back to my channel. This is a very exciting video to make because I landed in Vancouver last night. I'm here to dive a place that I have wanted to dive for years. The place that I am going to is called Port Hardy, and this area is off of Vancouver Island. It is known to have some of the best diving, at least via cold water, in the world. With that said, I need gear. I have not bit the bullet and purchased a dry suit yet, so I need to head to a local dive shop here in Vancouver and pick up my rental. I was really recommended Rowan's Reef, so I'm gonna head in there and get fitted for the dry suit. Let's check it out. Cold water diving starts long before you hit the water. It's all about the prep. Dry suits, thick underlayers, gloves, hoods. It's all quite intense. But that's part of what makes this kind of diving feel really awesome. A lot of cold water divers like to say if you can dive in cold water, you can dive anywhere. Big thank you to the team at Rowan's Reef for suiting me up with the dry suit. The service and information as well as education that I had was such a good refresher, especially because it's been almost 2 years since I've been in a dry suit. I am so stoked. Let's get going. Port Hardy sits at the very northern tip of Vancouver Island in British Columbia. Getting here takes effort. It is a long drive, ferry ride, and then another 4-hour drive up to the tip of the island. It feels like you're on the edge of the coast, and when you finally get in the water, it's nothing short of magical. First few dives in, we already saw some amazing kelp formations, great visibility, and just this unique wildness to the coast. The currents are strong, the water's cold, but it's very worth it. It really reminds you that diving isn't always about comfort, it's sometimes a little bit more about the adventure. What makes Port Hardy famous is the abundance of marine life. The cold water brings in an incredible amount of biodiversity. Swaying in the kelp forest, there were sea otters drifting past, curious fish, tons of jellyfish. It's moody, magical, and so full of life. Alright, so we wrapped up our first dive and are currently on the surface interval. Our guide made an awesome soup that we enjoyed, which was super helpful because the first dive was very chilly. So after enjoying some soup with everyone, some chats, warming back up, we're preparing for our second dive. Our second dive site that we're going to be checking out is called Seven Tree Island and is an area that is in Browning Pass. This area in particular is really well known for having a ton of life, and I can't wait to get in the water to check out the second dive. So let's see what we find. One thing I've always loved that's really unique to BC is the awesome dive community. Something about freezing together that really bonds you with the other divers. These are the moments that stick, not just the dives, but also the people. If you've only dived in tropical places, I promise cold water diving is an experience that will change you. You have to go into it with really an open mind because of course it feels a lot more cumbersome and a lot more gear heavy compared to the tropics, but there's so much life to see here. Safe to say that it was awesome checking off Port Hardy from my bucket list. I would love to do it again one day. Thank you so much to Matt from Sea Beneath who coordinated this trip. And big thank you to my dive buddies, Curran and Rob. I do hope to be back in the BC waters with you again soon. I've got warm and cold water dives coming soon, with the Azores up and coming around the corner. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you again next time.